Welcome to Win with Richardson and Richardson. What's important now? Success in business most often comes down to hard work, not by silver bullets and quick fixes. It's knowing where to focus that hard work that's key to winning. Join sales prospecting expert and 3-time seven-figure business founder Carrie Richardson and managing partner of R&R Consulting and former owner of Doberman Technologies, Ian Richardson, for radical honesty regarding strategic planning, accountability, and execution that will get you the systematic results you're working toward. Let's get into today's episode. Thought leader and your host, Ian Richardson.
Hello and welcome to WIN. I'm your host, Ian Richardson from Richardson Richardson Consulting. And this is the third of a 3-part introduction to the 2023 season of WIN. This is season 2 of the podcast, and we're really excited to host guests across 2 target segments that will be invited to WIN this year. The first segment is managed service providers. If you own and operate an MSP in North America, we would love to talk to you. Figure out what your team is working on right now, what milestones and achievements you've recently accomplished and surpassed, and what you think is next for your business and IT channel at large. On the other side of the equation, those vendors that target the IT channel as their primary delivery mechanism for their products and services, we want to talk to you too. What do you think about the MSP channel that's going on right now? What's your team focused on to make sure you broaden and widen your impact and reach? What milestones have you achieved, and what do you think's coming next for the channel as a whole? If you're interested in appearing on WIN, r&r.consulting/connect. You can click the WIN icon there, and that will take you to the appropriate form to get the process started. Speaking of process, I want to take a little bit of time to talk about the IT channel as a whole. Throughout last year, while we were developing up the systems and processes we use internally at R&R, I was having a lot of discovery conversations with MSPs, and I took copious notes. There's a couple of themes that I wanted to share that we'll be focusing on at R&R throughout the course of this year in everything that we do. First, process as a whole. Universally, every MSP I spoke with, from $500,000 in revenue to upwards of $20 million in revenue, people were self-identifying that process was a weak point. There were systems and processes that were ill-defined, mainly in the sales department, but there were other areas that were intriguing to me. Universally, people struggled with research and development. There was no formalized process on how we're going to evaluate new systems, how we're going to work on the business versus in the business. That's a whole. Another common area that many people expressed frustration with was continuing education of their team. There might be some processes around certain parts of continuing ed, but onboarding and offboarding of staff, bringing people up and raising the knowledge level. So for example, a tier 1 help desk tech to a tier 2, to a tier 3, to a systems engineer, there were gaps in the processes around that. We are going to address that in a couple of ways at R&R. We will be building at our blog and white paper section of the website continual resources and documentation around processes, either that we've used or that have been shared with us by our clients and partners. Speaking of clients and partners, we host the Thursday Process, a weekly webinar series where an entrepreneur comes on and shares a process they've used in their business. If you'd like information about the upcoming schedule on that, check out part 2 of this 3-part podcast where I run through the schedule. Suffice to say, we've got a lot of different industry leaders coming on and sharing processes they've used in their business that you can take and adopt and make your own. Another area that was intriguing to me is that a lot of people are focused on moving from referral-generated growth to marketing-generated growth. Everybody grows their business initially through referrals, and it should be a focus point for businesses of any size. You should have a mechanism to continually solicit referrals so you can grow through the people your clients know. But at some point, referrals aren't enough. Even with the best process and system, referrals will go through a peak and valley. You'll have some month and none the next. You need to have a common system that generates leads on a predictable cadence to feed to the beast of your growth engine once you reach a certain size. A lot of people are focused on this, and we'll be sharing resources around creating marketing engines for your MSP that you can utilize moving forward. The third interesting trend, and I don't think that this will come as a shock to anyone, is that of security. What made it interesting was the diversity in which people are pursuing this. Some people are strictly focused on products. They just want to be able to define their security tech stack and throw it in and throw products at the problem. While others are really focused on, hey, we need to adopt a framework. We need to be able to build compliance. We need to start having more mature conversations with our clients about security as a whole. A lot of MSPs I spoke with are leading with security as the wedge, as the differentiator when they approach a prospect. What are you doing at your MSP about security? If you feel like you've got this figured out, I'd love to host you on W.I.N so you could share it with the channel at large, because there is more security business than any one business can handle. That's what's coming up on W.I.N. That's what our 2023 season will have. Again, if you're interested in appearing, love to host you. Go ahead to the website, r&r.consulting/connect. Click on the W.I.N icon, and that'll take you to the form that you can fill out to get the process started. Also, while at the website, you can view our blogs, read our white papers, check out case studies of previous success stories, as well as view any of our previously recorded material from W.I.N podcasts to Thursday process webinars and beyond. I'm Ian Richardson. I really appreciate you spending the time with me to check out what we've got coming for you in 2023. And until next time, take it easy.
You've been listening to W.I.N with Richardson Richardson. What's important now? We're so glad you've joined us and know you're one step closer to winning big in your business too. We'd love to connect with you outside of the show. If you have any questions or comments, please reach out to connect@rnr.consulting. Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe to the podcast so you'll easily know when new episodes are available. Until next time, you can win, and we're here to help.